All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, watch it. Check. 51, down. Mike's 47. Quick talk.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Everyone got 4 down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Check 24. Slam.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Back 25. Guys, game situation. Let's go. No. Off. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
2nd and 6. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go! 90, Wolf! 65!
Off play action. Eason. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Kamara try the right side. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. Thomas has got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let's go now. 8, read. Check 45, come on. What's the run? They're running it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. 55. Record.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 47. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. 47.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Check.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
It's a party now. 11.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, what's the ball?
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. Check. Topper. Hey, Strickland.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
First and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Tuesday.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So we got man. He's coming. 51, Sam. He's coming, double up.
On first down, McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check, 47. Watch the pass. He's checking. Crash. Check.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to things. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw. Eason, complete. It's Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I'm going to get you all day, baby.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
I know you feel that.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 52, 51, 20, 20.
Throwing again. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
51,
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. X3. 218. Chop. 25.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. 21. He don't want it. Both sets down.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Humphreys. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20. 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
On the set. 55, right by 5. Here we go, G. Go.
To throw on second down. Eason. He's got Smith here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
They run it again with Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's gripping.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, 47. Kill.
Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey,
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. We own this.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
39. Undercrush.
Going for it with McKinnon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on. This time Ryan will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Motion. 47's the mic.
To throw again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Hey, orbit. Mike 54. Not here.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now the point after try for Santos. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Again, it's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Back now here on EA Sports. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 49, check 49, check.
From the 44, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Back 25. Watch by 4. Watch the slant. 22. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Ryan will throw again. And this one complete to Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Saints, first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 42-yard line.
Break. 22, about 22. I hope you got your rest because I'm about to take you to school. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
We got 4. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Hey, 59, ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 54, line 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, 59, ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second down, here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
From the shotgun, Ryan looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is Harris. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Come on,
so after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, shoot. Now.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Yep. 5. 22 by 22. Let's go.
Back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Hey, Tuesday. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready for that.
Now Ryan. Throw right side complete to Carter.
Ready, Blue 80. I'm 25.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running with Kamara. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number 1 play with my number 1 runner over my number 1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So a big move here, playing to down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Ready? Check right 45. Check right 45. Stay with your man.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
6-6. Pull it high. Gone. Gone. Stay driven. Stay driven.
On 4th down, Eason. And that's caught inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 2nd down, Kamara able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
They come out here in the I. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready, break. Watch it, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal.
Sit up. 55 is mine, guys. 55. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better be afraid of me. Check. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, Echo. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing again. Ryan. Jones has it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for New Orleans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.